Hello, I am Elias, and you are watching the Inside the Ropes YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and walk with Elias.
Hey everybody, we're back here on Inside the Ropes, and we are joined by, some might say a drifter, but I would say one of the most popular superstars in WWE today. He's a singer, he's a wrestler, he's a musician, multifaceted entertainer. It is Elias.
That's nice. It's great to be here, man. It's interesting, call me a drifter, right? At one point in my life, I was the drifter. In NXT, no doubt about it. Then I found my home on Monday Night Raw. You know, it's right where I belong. But that said, I'm still traveling all around the world all the time. So definitely drifting around.
It's funny because I think for a lot of wrestling fans, whether it's wrestling fans who want to see 5-star matches or whether it's wrestling fans who like character wrestling, you kind of like work for everybody. Like everybody, the character of Elias just hits with everybody. Was there like, I mean, because you might not have expected that was going to immediately happen, but when you came to Raw, when did you kind of know this is really clicking?
So, you know, it's interesting. I say that Elias is universal. That means it speaks for itself. Elias is universal, and it's true. And it's weird because people say, you know, when did you know it clicked? I knew in my heart from the time I wanted to be a wrestler what I was capable of and what I could do, you know. So it's just about having the opportunity to show that to the world, to put my soul out there for the world to see and hear and feel and watch. So I've always known it, you know what I mean? And now the world is joining in, so it's great.
Well, because I remember you were doing, I think it was one of the UK shows, and you did a cover of Wonderwall by Oasis.
Yeah, sure.
You can't not love you after that.
Sure, I got you, yeah.
So, I mean, one of the things that people have said they would like to see one day is they've said they'd love to see Elias doing a concert and be interrupted by The Rock. Sure. Is that something that you think, have you thought about that? Is that something you thought would be a good fit?
Yeah, well listen, it's because it's a thing that comes up. Like you said, people say they want The Rock to interrupt me or whatever it is. Now, it's what I get. I get comparisons to The Rock all the time, which, you know, I cannot take away. The guy has done so much in wrestling, and now he's just blowing up over the world. He's just an incredible human being. But as far as what goes down in WWE, okay, I have rebranded the company. WWE stands for Walk with Elias. It's my company now, okay? The Rock, he maybe did 5 or 6 of those concerts throughout his life on Monday Night Raw. And he did cover songs. Okay, he did like Wonderful Tonight and Jailhouse Rock, whatever it is. I'm doing original songs every single week for millions of people. I'm doing live events and stuff like that. The Rock cannot do what I do. But if he wants to come and walk with Elias, he knows where to find me on my show, Monday Night Raw. He's more than welcome to come. And if he's going to interrupt one of my songs, I'd say that's a bad decision on his part, but that seems to be how people like to get my attention.
What was the biggest transition for you going from NXT to being on Raw?
Well, it's interesting because NXT, I felt people only saw a little bit of Elias. So what happened really was what I was doing on live events for NXT is really what was taken and put on Monday Night Raw. So it was really my live event act was taken and it was put on Monday Night Raw. So it was really just a matter, it really didn't even feel like a transition to me. It felt like, oh, now the world gets to see what Elias is really like.
Yeah, there are some criticisms from some fans about when people come up from NXT that maybe it's not the same because, you know, Raw or SmackDown, it's a different beast. Sure. But for you, it's just it's exploded. Yeah. And I kind of wonder, when you came up onto the main roster and you're on Raw, working with Vince McMahon, what's that been like, and what does he think of the act?
So Vince is a huge Elias fan. I don't think there's anybody he likes more than Elias. That's just my opinion. He's never said that for sure, at least to me. But here's the thing, you come to Monday Night Raw and it is a different beast. It is a different animal, and you got to be ready to fight, and you got to be ready to, do what you believe in at all times, man. So it's just different, and they've given me a fantastic opportunity to show myself and make myself different than everybody else in the whole world of wrestling, man. So.
And WrestleMania this year, you were a big part of that show. You kind of were almost not it wasn't your own choice, but you kind of facilitated Cena and The Undertaker.
Yes.
But people really, that weekend, everybody's shouting Walk with Elias all around New Orleans. What was your first WrestleMania like?
So, I mean, look, put it this way, man. I did the biggest performance I ever have in front of a sold-out crowd of 77,000 people who all come out to see Elias, okay? That whole weekend was great. I did a performance on Bourbon Street the night before, debuted some of my songs that eventually came out on my album, and, you know, people are singing along with it. The whole vibe was about Elias that weekend, so I have great memories of that. You know, John Cena, he did mess things up a little bit, but then The Undertaker took care of him, so not too concerned there. But I got to perform my first WrestleMania, facilitating, if you will, John Cena and The Undertaker. It's okay. I think the next year, the next WrestleMania should be more of a, you know, one-on-one myself and The Undertaker, one-on-one myself and John Cena, or whatever it is. But that's okay. For my first WrestleMania, it was all right.
And you were going to be doing a concert in New York City, but WWE are not letting you do it because it's now going to be part of SummerSlam. What happened?
Yes, that's right. I don't know the exact reasons. If they feel like it's, you know, we don't want to just give this away here, we'd actually, because I had a million ideas for this this concert, and it was going to be fantastic. I think they maybe heard that and they said, you know what, let's wait, let's put this on the pay-per-view, let's make it a bigger deal there. I know a lot of people are disappointed who wanted to come out and see that Elias concert, but I do believe down the line, theater concerts like that will for sure happen.
There's been a lot of Emmy buzz about the Elias documentary on the WWE Network.
Yes.
Are you proud of that?
Of course I am, man. You know, they follow around my life for months at a time, and then, you know, all of a sudden it might get nominated for an Emmy or something like that. It's, you know, it's what to expect when you work with Elias. But on the same end, it's a very proud feeling for me knowing that my documentary is getting that kind of feedback.
Your favorite moment in your WWE career so far?
Oh man, there's just been so many cool moments. Man, you're gonna put me on the spot like that. It's hard to narrow it down. I've had so many cool moments. The documentary, the album, WrestleMania. I mean, the concert on Bourbon Street was something that you just never expect to happen, so that was just amazing. Christmas Day, John Cena, Monday Night Raw. So, you know what, I'll go with that. Christmas Day, John Cena, Monday Night Raw, and it was also the birth of WWE stands for Walk with Elias. That's probably the most just impactful so far.
It's all gone from there. Elias, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.